Hey guys, Rotter5 here with episode number 5 of the Brighton career mode on FIFA 21. Apologies for the later upload than normal. Got caught up in the F1 and time kind of lost track basically. But we get into this one. We're taking on Crystal Palace, a local rival. Now, I'm not sure what the rivalry actually, how it started. I just know they're rivals. I know it's not a derby. I know it's not like, I don't think the fans see it as a like a derby, like a North London derby or whatever, because I think the teams are quite far away from each other. But I do believe they see it as more of a rivalry. So hopefully we can get the kind of upper hand in this rivalry between the two clubs. We'll be keeping track of how they perform throughout the seasons. And well, 35 minutes in, Jeffrey Schlupp pits them 1-0 up. And you could see the first chance ours was offside by a fraction. If Malpe had just held his run just the slightest bit, maybe it could have been us up 1-0. But you can see they've got Callum Hudson-Odoi out on this right-hand side, and he was causing me trouble all game. Couldn't get close to him with Solly March. I tried dragging over two players, he got past them both. If not that, he passed it back to Ward, who was then in loads of space, and you can see chances like this were created. Somehow, Ben White didn't get the ball off Poulsen there, and thankfully, Sanchez was there to make the save, and it did keep the score at just 1-0. And from the attack, with 20 minutes remaining, Tammy Abraham down the other end, makes it 1-1, and thank you, Tammy. Thank you, Tammy, because we did not want to lose the first time we played Crystal Palace, and it seems as if things are going to end all square between ourselves and Palace in this game. And with 5 minutes remaining though, the chance comes our way as Tammy, the goal scorer, plays the ball back to Basuma, into Lallana. There's a man making a run in, Neil Malpe, one-on-one, shoots. And in the end, the shot itself wasn't really the best. It wasn't up in a corner so the keeper couldn't get it. It didn't have a lot of power so the keeper couldn't save it. It was pretty much right at him. And in the end, it was a 1-1 draw as we return home to take on Everton. Another team I want to be fighting with in those kind of Europa League. I've said before, Europa League to 10th is where I want to finish this season. And Everton are going to be one of those teams that we'll be fighting with for those positions. And the first chance comes for them as Iwobi steals the ball back. But thankfully we do get it out for a corner. And I've got confidence in ourselves. We've got some tall defenders. But when they've got the likes of Richarlison, who's good at headers, DCL, Michael Keane, Yari Mina, and I kind of forgot that Everton themselves are half decent at a nice crossed goal themselves. But Trossard takes the ball down brilliantly, lays it across to Malpe, and again striking the ball right at the keeper. This is why we are the XG Kings. We're getting the shots off, but they're right at the damn keeper. As Calvert-Lewin tries to escape the path of Dunk, he does so and wins a free kick in the process. 27 yards out, Gylfi Sigurdsson going to look to shoot it. Not too bad from the Icelandic veteran, as we do get the ball away thankfully, and nothing does come from it. As 55 minutes into the game, Allen loses out the ball, and we've got a counter-attacking opportunity here, which is what we've been so good at this season. As Trossard plays it to Malpe, he's got a man in Tammy Abraham, and Keane kind of puts him off there. Or he put me off at least. I pressed triangle to do the through ball. Keane made that tackle and I kind of hesitated. And in the end we did lose possession of the ball as Calvert-Lewin lays it across to Gylfi Sigurdsson. Knocks a brilliantly weighted ball through to Iwobi. Alex Iwobi, the former Arsenal man, makes it 2-0. Doubles the lead. But that one was all Gylfi Sigurdsson there. The weight of that ball was absolutely perfect. And when we're not scoring chances like that with Pascal Gross, we really can't be blaming anyone else but ourselves, as James Rodriguez plays the ball up to Seamus Coleman, the captain of Everton. He's got a man in the middle at the back post in Dimitri Payet. Dimitri Payet scoring a header against us. We deserve to lose if you let Dimitri Payet score a header. Not one of his perfect free kicks, but you let him score a header. And we do lose the game 3-0. Tough to take, tough to handle, but things go from bad to worse as we have to face Manchester City at the Etihad. And you can see there, Tammy Abraham goes down with a slight knock, and we're just going to fast forward the gameplay here as we do win back possession as they try and go down the wing. We play it out wide to Tariq Lamptey, century to Pascal Gross, and because Tammy Abraham had got up from his injury. No one had been marking him at the time. That meant he could run through on goal. And he tacks the ball into the back of the net once again. And we are 1-0 up against Manchester City. But I did take off Tammy after that. I didn't want his injury to get any worse. Thankfully, it was just a bruised shoulder once again. That's the second time he's got that this season. But we're 1-0 up against Man City. We've still got a majority of the game to go, but we almost make it 2 there with Trossard charging through, hitting it first time. So we're creating chances here, you know. We're being aggressive, we're winning the ball back, we're putting in tackles that maybe these players aren't really used to. But an incredible finish from Heath Sterling, and great vision to find him in the first place. He runs over to Pep Guardiola, is back on level terms, and you can see there, tackles like that, winning back the ball. Pascal Gross has got men running ahead of him. Trossard knocks it through to Aaron Connolly, and with 20 minutes remaining, could we make it 2-1? No, we cannot. One of the best keepers in the Premier League, one of the best keepers in the world, Edison, denies us of that chance, but we do win a corner with Pascal Gross drilling it into the path of Trossard. He's got a man in the middle in Lewis Dunk, takes a touch, strikes it, taken out by Laporte, and at the time I thought maybe it was a penalty. Unfortunately not. We've not had a penalty yet this season, but unfortunately it was not to be, as De Bruyne almost gets them back in front, the captain for Manchester City on the day. But tackles like that, you know, just putting them off. They're not feeling comfortable when tackles like that go in. As Trossard turns, strikes it, well saved, and in the 88th minute we've got a corner. We've got everyone but the goalkeeper up, and we're just going to whip it in full power. Maupay rises the highest, and we have just secured the second goal of the game. The boys are going mental, arm charging over, because we have just beat Pep Guardiola's Manchester City 2-1, and it wasn't a fluky result. I'd say the game was fully 50-50. We just took our chances when Manchester City didn't. And Maupay scores the winner. Our two strikers both getting goals in this game is incredible. Fraudiola back at it again as we do win 2-1. 3 points coming home to back to Brighton. We beat them out of the Etihad as well, which is mental. Absolutely crazy. And they were sitting top of the league at the time as well. And thankfully, we didn't get embarrassed. We lost more to Everton than we did to Man City. Maybe it's just a mentality thing, you know. We're playing Man City, we've got to defend, we've got to fight for every ball. As we come into the final game of the episode, we're taking on Wolves. Another team that play 5 at the back or 3 at the back with the wing backs, whatever you want to call it. And they're always difficult to play. But Trossard, 26 minutes into the game, hits the post. Just had the keeper beaten there. But unfortunately, we didn't quite find the back of the net. As 31 minutes into the game, Adama Traore knocks the ball through to Raul Jimenez. Great save from Sanchez, and dunked as well to hold off Jimenez. And Solimarch just charges the ball upfield. Moving into the second half, Tammy Abraham, there's a man in Pascal Gross, one-on-one. He's got to be finishing those. And I'm thinking of maybe putting Adam Lallana back into the first team over Gross, just because he keeps missing big chances like that, and it's infuriating, all things being honest, as Tammy Abraham has a great chance. A great save from Roy Patricio, the veteran goalkeeper. Palms it away. Nelson Semedo tries to do the away, but look at that. Trossard goes through the back of him, wins the ball. Nothing was called there. And the only other chance in this second half came from Wolves, as Tariq Lamptey kind of ran himself down a one-way street. They won back possession as Neves tries to shoot it into that bottom left-hand corner. Thankfully, Sanchez is equal to it. And the game does end as a 0-0 draw. Unfortunately, we can't really do anything in that one. And we're going to end the episode off with a bit of transfer business, as Matty Ryan, the Australian shot stopper, has not been our first choice goalkeeper this season. We are going to look to sell him on to Tottenham Hotspur for $10.9 million. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, please like, subscribe, and peace.